to another day here at Viking Rise. Today we're just going to be talking about Season 1, the new players. So this account here is probably a little bit past Season 1. We're ending Season 3, starting Season 4. But I just want to talk about all my experiences from Season 1 all the way up to where we currently are. And I'm not going to be talking about any one type of hero march. I'm going to be talking about the full thing that you should look at in Season 1. The first thing, couple little tricks. A lot of you guys notice that I don't have like statues or anything in my cities, and when I'm referring to these little special buildings, you don't need them out on your field or in your city. You can put them in the storage once you place them, and then you can just collect the rewards. There'll be a little icon that pops up in here. You just collect the rewards every day without having them clustering your city up, and this allows you to like get to your infirmaries quicker when you're in combat healing without looking at all the junk in there. Also makes your day-to-days easy because these will pop up and you'll be like, oh look, free summon, oh look, free summon, or you have like your devotion shack and you'll be able to get your free speed ups over there very easily without all the clutter in there. So that's the first reason why I don't have any of that. I know a lot of you guys have been asking me that, so I just want to answer that real quick. So yeah, other than that, we're going to go right into it. So the first thing you're going to notice is when you create a march, you'll have your heroes here, and I took everything off because I'm going to reset it for you guys. And then, so you'll have your heroes here that you can select, mix, match all your marches. We're going to be focusing on Season 1. In Season 1, the best pikeman you can get to. Now I'm going to look at this as a spender perspective. Okay, we're not doing free to play. We're going to look at spender. In Season 1, it's kind of weird because we also got these Viking heroes that came out at the same time. I don't know if the newer servers will even have the opportunity for that. If you do, my recommendation is only go for the two infantry guys, as they are the ones that are, sorry, these two, Rollo and Harold. And you're going to keep their marches like that. If you get them, there's a good chance that you might not, and it's only a seasonal thing. But yeah, if you're going to get two of the heroes from that collab, get these two. The other ones will help you out, but they die off after Season 1. There's a combo in Season 2 that you can do for healing, but it's not very great, so it's not the best. So if you do have this, make sure you pick these two up into it. Typically, you get this event like right at the beginning of KVK. We got it right before the first KVK we ever did. Yeah, so first we're going to go into pikemen, and your two options that you're going to get are Yvette and Laird. Laird you can get without spending money on later on through some events and stuff, but these are the two Season 1 pikemans that you're going to get. For gear, you're just going to go very simple on these guys. You're going to go to the Savage Head gear. This is the best early game gear that you're going to get. You're going to put that on. Then you are going to put this Tusk Hammer on. Again, you're looking for pikeman attack here. Defense is nice on it. You're going to go with the Sunset Cape. And then you're going to go down here. And we're going to go with these boots here, pikeman attack. And that's your gear for your early on pikeman. And you can go ahead and do the same thing for Laird here. I'm going to be very honest with you guys. I do not recommend spending into gear. If you get it passively through events, that's great. But I would not early on, even if you got most stuff to purple, I would just kind of stop. I'm not sure a very big spender, then keep going, because you're going to have something that's way expensive coming out that's way better, which is this blessed equipment. And you can do some mixed match of this, obviously, if you're a real mid spinner. I'm not going to get into that, but obviously full purples would be best on this, but it's these are very expensive to do, like really expensive. So just keep that in mind. I would not invest early on, because Season 3 you're going to get new gear, which is 300 days away from where you're currently at now. All right, so this is our pikeman march. We're going to look at mounts. You're going to go attack heavy on mounts. Mounts are very, like, a lot of people are like, defense, attack. Attack is king in this game. Besides troop capacity bonuses, attack is the next best thing that you can come up with right now at this stage in the game. You can do a mix of attack and defense. If you want to win in arena, go defense heavy, and then you'll win in arena. If you want to win outside of arena, where it actually counts and fighting and trying to survive events, you want to go attack heavy, and that's general rule of thumb for all mounts right now, subject to change down the road. Um, so that's kind of your mounts that you want to look at. The next thing you're going to look at is our skills here. Now, skills, this is the part of the game that can change all the combat stuff. Like there's skills that counter skills, there's skills that counter heroes, heroes that counter skills. It's really knowing what you're fighting and what you're getting into. But you're in KVK 1, it's very early on, and you're like, I just want the meta build. You got a couple different options. You're going to see a lot of people just based off of reading. They're going to run like Awakening, and then they're going to run Trance of Reversal, and they're going to be like, oh, that's really good on Yvette because Yvette does a lot of healing and stuff. Well, yes, it is good on her. But again, the purpose of this is not to buff Yvette, it's to buff Layered. Your main commander is setting your second commander up for success in this case. So what we're going to do, we're going to look at just some shielding, get some shield on there. And then we're going to do something that pikemen you want on pikemen. You can run this on infantry too, but mostly pikemen. You're going to want to put this on there. When entering the battle, for the first 30 seconds, you get damage reduction. It's just really big early on. So this is your Yvette here. Then you're going to go over to Layered. And Layered, you can do a couple different things. The first one I would recommend is Hymn of Life. This is the best healing skill in the game so far that we have. It is incredibly broken, and I love the thing. And then we're going to go Shield Reflector to get damage off. So this is going to be your best pikeman build very, very early on that you could do for Season 1. Yvette is going to throw up a shield. When her shield goes up, Layered is hopefully going to get a heal off, and then that will make your troops have more troops in your march, which means you're going to be doing more damage overall. Again, super strong early on, not taking into a lot of mechanics besides Ugga Bunga, let's go hit things. This is going to be your best pikeman build. Your next runner up, if you don't want to get Yvette or you can't, you would want Layered leading, and then you'll want to put Sigurd in the front. If you can't get Layered, I don't think you have a lot of options besides purple heroes in the Season 1. For pikemen, and that's rough. And you could go Wooder, Layered, but again, would not recommend that. I'd really, really recommend Yvette Layered, as you can also use this combo in Season 2 quite a bit. So that's what I would recommend for your Season 1 pikemen. Now for your Season 1 infantry, we got two beautiful people. We got BJ, and we got, where is he at? Here we go, Holbert. Alright, these are our boys for Season 1. These builds can get a little funky if you got the Viking infantry heroes like I suggested earlier. Because in Season 1, what you'll want to do is you'll want to run this. Rollo, BJ. These two are very great together. They run amazing together. This is pretty much what you're going to be running in your Season 2 a little bit, because this is just an upgrade of BJ. Or sorry, Lagatha is an upgrade of Rollo. So Season 1, if you have Rollo, you'll run these two together, and then you'll run Holbert leading, and you'll run, if you have Herald, you can put Herald there. Makes for an incredibly tanky infantry march. If not, you'll throw Gregory there, and you'll run these two simulcast like this, and it'll be a tank basic attack damage build you'll do on this. But we're only going to show you your primary builds. We're not going to go into all three. So you can do combos like that. In the weird world that you don't have these two together, what you'll do is you'll run Holbert first, and your damage slow output will be Bojorn. I never ran this march ever, so the skills we're going to learn together a little bit. But for gear, we're going to go into gear, and you got the Monolith Helm. Isn't that beautiful? It's the best helm you're going to get for that, only because of the march speed. You could put this on for it to be more defensive and get a higher rally capacity, but march speed and infantry health is okay there. Your next thing you're gonna do is Axe of Rage. I mean, infantry, infantry, infantry is just awesome. Your next one is going to be this thing, Venom Armor. Again, infantry attack. Attack is king, especially early on. And your last one's going to be these Cryptic Boots here. And that will be your gear. Mounts, again, we're going to go to the same as your infantry. Attack is king. If you want to do good if you want to do good in arena, you'll want to throw defense on. Again, same gear we're doing there. I'm not going to put that on him because I got something else planned for him later. As for skills, in this combo here, you're going to want to run your silencer on, just a generally good skill. You're going to want to run, well, you got a couple options, right? You could run a rage build in here. It's not going to go amazing because you're Holbert. So you really would hope that you have Rollo for this. So we're gonna avoid rage on this, and we're gonna go tanky. You should get season. Where's that other skill at? Disarmament's not bad for this one. Enrage is typically a good one to put on here. So you could run something like this. Infantry just has a lot of skills that flux with it, so you can like make it up as you go. In BJ Season 1, I ran these skills on. Oh, where is it at? I ran these on this, and then on the first one I ran Silencer, and I ran where is it at? Odin's Asylum. I ran these two on Season 1. Season 1 Archers, though, you're going to want Odin's. So your replacement of Odin's would be Thor's. This will make your march incredibly tanky and do some good damage. So this is what I would recommend for Season 1. This is going to be kind of your meta build. Again, I want to remind you guys, this is very variance if you got like your Viking heroes, which you may not get offered at all. I don't know how that's working in the newer seasons, or even if they give you guys that event. But if you do get it, get them. They're a little expensive. I think they're $1,200 a piece, which sucks. But the Rollo and Herald last for a long time. But if not, this is going to be your Season 1 build that you're going to want to max out. Again, if you're working on getting one or the other, I recommend you do BJ over Holbert. And then all you would do is just swap this out with Gregory and put BJ in front with Gregory second. I don't recommend that. But if you can get both of them, focus both of these and you'll be good. If not, your march will look something like this, which is also okay. On this, you're going to want to put Blessed Fate. You're going to want to put that last. You can put Blessed Fate, and then you can put pretty much anything that's going to help you sustain a little bit. And you could, yeah, you'll put this on. So if you didn't get that, you'll run something like this, and that will be fine. That'll be okay. Blessed Negation will turn off some rage and shut down your archers that are hitting you, so this will be an okay build too. Again, the gear is the same for all infantry as you've seen that I put on Holbert here. So, alright, so that is going to be your Season 1 infantry skills. And this is going into KVK 1. Just keep that note. Just want a very good reminder of that. I don't want somebody in Season 2 going, well, you said this. Archers, here's a fun fact. Archers are dog dookie. Archers are dog dookie all the way up until, well, they're still dog dookie for us. They're actually just starting to find some good use in Season 3 against pikemen, but if an infantry march hits you, you're kind of toast. So, your Season 1 build is going to be really, really weird because a lot of people are going to want to try this, and they're going to want to try this together. And this is okay, but this is much better, okay? Archers, you want to go straight attack. Again, I have this on there because I just built it just to have it. I don't use her in arena or anything. But you're going to want to go straight attack on the mounts because, again, the archers is do as much damage as you can. For gear, we are going to go in and we're just gonna put the feathered crown on. We're gonna go put the bow of greed on. We're gonna go put the magma plate, and we're gonna go put the reaper's greaves, which sorry about that, my headset died. We're gonna put the reaper's greaves on. And that's gonna be your archer gear. That's it right there. Bam, easy peasy. Next, we're gonna do is we're going to burn, 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 and rage. You can throw in rage in here because rage is going to get these first skills popping right off the bat, which is something that you definitely want to have happen as they do a lot of damage. So you can put in rage in here and put a rage build on. We ran, I believe, in season one. We ran. What do we run in season one? See, this is what I haven't used archers in so long that I'm messing it up. Fiery Rage. We put that on. We put Fiery. What else do we put? Oh, Enchanted Pursuit because it did the burning, but it only had a 10% probability. Blow of Chaos is a counterattack type, so it really only happens if somebody's attacking you. So this is really good if like multiple people attack your archers. It makes it tanky. I would not run Blow of Chaos unless you're like holding a building or something. Just to throw that out there, a lot of people would run this, which is okay again. I would not run that if I was in season one again. I would be probably running probably Fiery Detonation. Because I'm only going to be using archers really in rallies. You do not want to use archers in fields fight. Avoid it as all possible unless you're like the top player in your server. And even then, just be careful. So for your second hero, you got Elena, which is weird because she's purple, and they're like, oh, but she is just, her and Verdandi together in season one was just amazing. And you got really one set of options to put here. You got First Strike, which is a must. And then you also have, because again, you're trying to get those skills popped off, and you're not going to be using Enraged because Enraged is on your infantry. And then you'll be running Odin's Asylum. So if you wanted to like pipe Archer main, you could replace this with and then just not use infantry, which I do not recommend. You could put Enraged on there, and then your archers are going to become like a glass cannon. They're going to nuke anything they touch, but they're also going to die to a feather. So again, that's kind of your options here for archers. I would only use archers in rallies. Do not use them in field fighting unless you are really prepared to do an expensive healing build. In season one, if you see archers on the field, you should use all your marches and just attack those first. So if you got a big ball of people, just blow the archers out in season one. They're free kill points. They die really quick, but they can do a lot of damage if you leave them up. So take them out fast. So those are your three main marches for season one. Yeah, so just make sure you're reading your skills, make sure you're doing that. I don't think we talked about talents at all. And these are gonna vary over certain things, right? Lost my train of thought there, so we're just gonna move on. Talents. Oh yeah, these are gonna vary over certain things. So when you're looking at these in particular, first off, rule of thumb: attack is king. All attack talents researched first. Defense and then health is how it goes. So your next thing is gonna go to defense, and then your next thing is gonna go to health. As you move on in this game, defense will be less of a factor because there's more skills and stuff that will help you out, and march speed will be more of a factor because you need to be at places your clan needs you to be at. But for season one and two, attack and defense is going to be your king, where you pour everything into your talents. So what we have now is we have your talent set, we have your gear set, we have your skill set. We're going to do mounts, attack, unless you're doing arena and defense. Archers, no matter what, you're going to have attack, even in arena and not in arena. No sense of making archer defense mount. Save yourself some honing fruits. Um, Also, watch out for these recommended because, yeah, like this,
like I promise you, Elena's going to be doing a lot better than that. All right. So just keep your eye on this. The game likes to know what they talk about, but they don't really because they don't update it with the changes that they make. So that is your season one kind of guide through. I guess I'll show you one more tip and trick before I leave. When you're setting your marches, you can go in here and you can save your marches. And so we will just do what we just did. We'll have Yvette layered and we'll save them as one. And I guess we're going to save them as two there because, I'm a noob. Oh, sorry, I almost set my season three. You're going to run Rolo, BJ for season one if you can. If you don't have them, if not, you're gonna go Holbert. BJ never leads in any march ever, um, and so you'll run it like that. Then you're gonna run your Verdandi and Olena, and that's gonna be your three march. All right, and so those are saved in there. And then what you can do is you can click march, and then you can click one, two, and click multiple, one, two, three, and you can march, and then they're gonna march out. Then you can highlight them all, and then if you're on PC, you can right click and they go everywhere you put all together. You can uncheck and separate one out. Have two people fighting at once, you can pull them back together. Fighting, a lot of times you're going to start later on, you're going to learn ball fighting, and a lot of your fights are going to look out here like this. You're not going to look at like, oh, there's Zeus, I'm going to go attack Zeus. You're not going to do that. You're going to go, oh, there's this person's marches, hit and run, hit and run. But that's way later. We'll be learning that as we go. But this is how a lot of fighting happens. There's not monsters on the field now, but normally you would stand out here like this and fight monsters that are here. This screen is very good. You can send them all home together. But that's just a little trick a lot of people didn't learn until later in the game in Season 1. So yeah, there you go. That's my hero kind of guide for Season 1 with a couple little bonus tricks. Have a great day.